PC WizKid here with the Bitfenix Phenom Mini-ITX case. As you can see here, this little white guy that I'm reviewing today is built like a tank. We're going to look at it inside and out. Now, of course, when we look about features, we look about how much can it take on the inside, how much can you mod it, how much can you add to it. Well, this one here is limited to a Mini-ITX motherboard. There are lots of hard drive bays there, as you can see, 6, 3.5, up to 11 2.5-inch drive bays, depending on how you configure it, of course. We're going to look at this on the inside. The front panel has some ventilation along the sides and the bottom, by the way, just in case if you're wondering about that. Power switch, reset, mic headset, LEDs are on the side there, along with the USB 3.0 plugs. The rear of the case shows a lot of thumb screws all over the place. We're going to look at that. Here is the power supply. Of course, you detach, slide that out, attach it to the plate, and put it back in. Dust filter is provided. Very nice. We do want that. We want to be able to configure as much cooling, though. It does come with a rear 120mm fan. Again, thumb screws all over the place there, so you can install things and access them easily. You can see there also for a Mini-ITX case, you can have 2 PCI slots there, maximum, really. And that's pretty much it. Now, looking at the other side of the case, clean lines, white sheet basically there. You can see on the top panel there, that comes off. So you can see basically the dust filter that it provides. And under that, of course, you would be able to add either 2 120mm fans or a radiator there with 2 fans on it. If you wanted to do that as well, you could try to configure something neat in there. Some modding might be, the case depending on the size of your cooling equipment, but I think you're gonna be quite surprised. This is a wide case. There's lots of room in there to maneuver, believe it or not. Cable management is very nice for the power supply, by the way. There's lots of holes going throughout that motherboard tray. This is a really heavy side panel, by the way. It is indeed built like a tank. And looking at the inside of the case, you can see there are lots of hard drive brackets there. Right underneath there is where your power supply goes. Lots of holes for your cable management, like I mentioned a second ago. There's that 120mm fan on the rear of the case, and your drive bays. Again, you can have this cage, this flex cage, come out. You can even turn it the other way, so you can take out those cages if you don't want them. You can just install the hard drives on the bottom, on the side panel. You can take that whole thing out. I mean, the options here for installing hard drives is actually quite flexible and unbelievable. Look at the front of the case now there. You can see the 120mm fan that it comes with. You could take that out, put a massive 230mm fan if you want. Take out the flex cages if they get in the way. If you have a large graphics card, for example, that's going to go all the way across, you can take that out. Installing a hard drive is a snap, of course. You can see here the grommets. You just align the holes and snap them into place. You can use that for SSD drives as well. And taking out the other side panel, you can see the other side of these cages. Now, again, you can turn them around. They can be installed the opposite direction if you want. Cable management, again, does exist on this side as well, with lots of room for the cables to hang out over here. And on this side panel, by the way, you can install 2 more SSD drives. Okay, 2 more 2.5-inch drives. Just as you can see, they slide into place right in there. And then there are the screws that you would attach onto that plastic. So that's pretty much it for the panel. In the case, of course, you're going to get the manual. You're going to get the 3.0 USB to 2.0 adapter there. And, of course, all the screws that you need. Look at this configuration there with this huge graphics card going across, hard drives at the bottom, power supply, cable management. Everything looks very nice and sweet in there. You can have it set up like this as well. So I recommend this for someone who needs something small but lots of room to maneuver, good expansion capabilities. Definitely recommend it. I'd like to thank Bitfenix for providing it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.